Every person walking this earth carries within them a seed of uniqueness, a divine fingerprint that no one else possesses. This is not by accident or coincidence. You were intentionally created to be an original and exclusive expression of purpose and potential. The moment you begin to understand this truth, you start to awaken to the reality that your life is not meant to be a replay of someone else's story, but a masterpiece authored by your own God-given design. Many people go through life trying to imitate others, trying to fit into molds that were never made for them. They chase after trends, mimic success stories, and try to be what society tells them is valuable. But in doing so, they become replaceable, like any other face in the crowd. The world doesn't lack for copies. What it desperately needs is originals, those who will stand out because they have taken the time to discover the unique purpose planted within their hearts. Your rarity begins the moment you recognize that you are different by design. There is something inside you, an idea, a passion, a gift that no one else can replicate. It is your distinct calling, your personal assignment. It may not be loud or obvious at first, but it is there waiting to be unearthed. Sometimes it whispers softly through your passions or your deepest desires. Sometimes it confronts you boldly through challenges that no one else faces. But make no mistake, it is there and it is yours alone. People confuse their jobs or careers with their purpose, but your purpose is far greater and more personal than just what you do for a living. It is the unique combination of your talents, experiences, values, and vision that cannot be duplicated. This combination makes you irreplaceable. When you fully embrace it, the key to becoming so rare that no one can replace you is to stop living by other people's expectations and start living by the revelation of your own unique calling. You must spend time in self-discovery, asking yourself the hard questions. What am I uniquely passionate about? What problems am I naturally drawn to solve? Talents do I have that others recognize in me? The answers to these questions are clues, pointing you to your God-given purpose. Do not settle for the surface-level answers. Dig deep and be honest with yourself. When you align with this inner truth, you position yourself to walk a path that is truly yours, one that will distinguish you from the crowd. Once you have uncovered this seed of uniqueness, nurture it with faith and action. Purpose is not just a concept to be admired from afar. It is a life to be lived. Many people discover their purpose but never cultivate it, and so their potential remains dormant and unnoticed. You must commit to developing this gift, to feeding it with knowledge, experience, and courage. This is the soil in which rarity grows. Do not be discouraged if the journey to uncover your uniqueness feels slow or difficult. Rare things are not rushed. They require patience and persistence. The world honors those who endure the process of becoming. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure and over time. Your uniqueness, when fully developed, will shine so brightly that it cannot be ignored or replaced. Be aware that the discovery of your rarity will also attract resistance. When you begin to walk in your unique purpose, you may face misunderstanding, criticism, or even rejection from those who cannot see your vision. This is a natural part of the process. Rare individuals often walk alone before they lead others. But the key is to keep your focus on the truth of your identity and the calling on your life, not on the opinions of others. When you fully embrace your original design, you step into a life of influence and impact. Become a person who others cannot replace because you bring something to the table that no one else can. This is the power of living according to your uniqueness. It makes you indispensable in the end. The world does not remember those who blend in, but those who stand out because they dared discover and live their rare purpose. So be diligent in uncovering that seed inside you. Nurture it with faith, action, and watch as your life becomes a testimony of irreplaceable value. Knowing your unique purpose is only the beginning. What truly sets you apart is mastering what you were designed to do. Purpose without mastery is like a car without an engine. It has direction but no power to move forward. To so rare that no one can replace you. You must not only discover your calling, but also become exceptional at it. Excellence is the language of rarity. You master your gift. You create a standard that others cannot reach, making yourself indispensable. Many people have potential, but few commit to the hard work of refining their skills and deepening their knowledge. It's easy to be satisfied with average performance, but that only makes you one of many, easily replaced and forgotten. The world honors those who refuse to settle for mediocrity, those who pursue greatness in their craft with relentless dedication. Mastery requires discipline, patience, and the willingness to outwork everyone else. It means waking up every day with the intention to improve, to push boundaries, and to raise the bar higher than it has ever been. Mastery is not accidental, it's intentional. It demands that you be a student of your craft, constantly learning and growing. The rare individual understands that growth never stops, whether you are a leader, an artist, a teacher. Entrepreneur becoming irreplaceable means becoming an expert, someone who people seek out because they know you bring unparalleled value. Your knowledge and skill become your currency in a world that values competence above all. In the journey toward mastery, there will be challenges and setbacks. We'll face moments when giving up seems easier than pushing forward, but those who are rare don't quit when the going gets tough. They understand that every obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen their skill, and character mastery is forged in the fires of perseverance. It is the willingness to do what others won't do, to keep practicing when motivation fades, and to stay committed when progress feels slow. This persistence separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Remember, passion alone cannot carry you through the demands of mastery. Passion is the spark that ignites your journey, but discipline fuels the flame. You must be willing to show up day after day, honing your abilities even when enthusiasm wanes. Excellence is the result of consistent effort over time. It is the commitment to become better than you were yesterday. When you combine passion with discipline, you develop the kind of expertise that is rare and valuable. Moreover, mastery brings confidence when you know you have invested the time and effort to become great at what you do. You carry yourself differently. This confidence is magnetic. It attracts opportunities, respect, and trust. People gravitate toward those who exhibit skill and assurance because these individuals deliver results. The rare person commands influence not just because of their position, but because of the undeniable competence they demonstrate every day. Mastery also equips you to lead. A rare individual is not only proficient in their craft, but able to inspire and guide others through their example. When you master your purpose, you become a beacon of excellence that motivates those around you to raise their standard. Leadership is born from competence, and competence is developed through mastery. This cycle creates a legacy that lasts far beyond your personal achievements. Never be afraid to invest in yourself. Seek mentors, take courses, read extensively, and practice relentlessly. The rare person is a lifelong learner who knows that mastery is a journey, not a destination. Every new skill acquired, every lesson learned adds to the uniqueness that sets you apart. Ultimately, mastery transforms potential into power. It takes the seed of your uniqueness and cultivates it into an unshakable force that makes you irreplaceable. So commit today to mastering what you were designed to do for it. It is mastery that secures your place as someone the world cannot do without. To be truly irreplaceable, you must understand that life is not a competition against others, but a pursuit of your own God-given purpose. Many people get caught up in trying to outdo someone else, trying to fit into a crowded race where everyone is chasing the same prize. But when you operate from the place of your unique calling, competition loses its grip on you. You move beyond the limited mindset of comparison and step into a realm where you dominate, because you are playing by your own rules, walking in a lane that no one else was created to occupy. Competing with others often leads to frustration, because the moment you win in one area, another competitor rises. The cycle never ends, and it can drain your energy and focus. But when you align with your authentic purpose, you stop trying to be someone else's shadow. You realize that you were made to lead in a space only you can fill. This is what it means to dominate, not by overpowering others, but by fulfilling a unique role so fully that no one else can take your place. The graveyard is filled with people who never stepped out of the competition game and never discovered their own lanes. They spent their lives trying to be what someone else was, and in the end, their potential died with them, unfulfilled and unnoticed. But those who are rare understand the power of carving out their own path. They understand that the only true competition worth engaging in is the competition against their own limitations and fears. When you compete against yourself to grow, to become better, and to excel, you rise above the crowd. Operating in your unique lane requires clarity and courage. Clarity because you must know exactly where your purpose lies, what your gifts are, and how you can serve the world in a way that no one else can. Courage because walking this path often means standing alone. You may face criticism or doubt from others who don't understand your vision, but rarity is born in those who are willing to stand firm, remain true to their calling, no matter the opposition. When you dominate through your purpose, you create influence that is not dependent on the approval or recognition of others. Your value becomes intrinsic and undeniable. People begin to seek you out because you offer something different, something necessary. You are no longer a participant in a game of comparison, but a leader who sets new standards. This is the power of purpose-driven dominance. It liberates you from the pressure to conform and empowers you to innovate and lead in this place of dominance. Your work and presence become indispensable. Others cannot simply replace you with the next person in line because you have built a unique reputation, skill set, and value system. Rooted in your authentic purpose, your contributions become a vital part of the ecosystem you serve, and your absence leaves a void that cannot easily be filled. It's important to remember that dominating through purpose is not about arrogance or stepping on others. To rise, true rarity comes with humility and service. You dominate by lifting others up and creating space for them to thrive, while you continue to excel in your distinct role. This creates a legacy of impact that extends beyond your personal achievements. Those who dominate in their lanes inspire others to find their own by focusing on your unique path. You encourage others to stop competing for the same limited resources and instead discover their own gifts and purpose. This creates a community of rare individuals, each operating in their God-ordained lane, collectively transforming the world. If you want to be so rare that no one can replace you, stop competing and start dominating through your purpose. Walk boldly in the lane that was created specifically for you and refuse to be distracted by the noise of comparison. When you do this, you not only secure your irreplaceability, but also become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. Your life is not meant to be a race with others. It is meant to be a journey of fulfillment. In your unique assignment, dominate your lane and the world will recognize you as rare and irreplaceable. You were never created to blend in or follow the crowd from the very beginning. Your identity as being unique, a spiritual fingerprint that sets you apart from everyone else. This is why protecting your authenticity is one of the most important steps in becoming so rare that no one can replace you when you lose sight of who you truly are and try to conform to what others expect you sacrifice. The very thing that makes you irreplaceable. Authenticity is not just about being different for the sake of standing out. It is about honoring the original design God placed within you. Many people fall into the trap of imitation because it feels safer. They watch successful people and try to replicate their style, their words, their actions, believing that this will bring them the same level of success or acceptance. But the truth is, no one can truly shine by being a copy. The world already has enough replicas, and replicas can easily be replaced. Authenticity, on the other hand, carries a power that commands respect and loyalty. Because it is genuine. When you embrace your true self, you become a light that attracts others who need what only you can offer. Protecting your identity requires courage. It means resisting the pressure to conform even when it's uncomfortable or unpopular. The rare person is willing to be misunderstood or even criticized rather than compromise their true self. This is not a call to be rebellious without cause, but a call to be faithful to the unique calling on your life. Your authenticity is your strength, and when you protect it, you safeguard the very foundation of your influence and impact. There will be times when society, culture, or even close relationships challenge your authenticity. They may tell you that to fit in, you need to change, to soften your edges, or to hide your differences. But every time you give in to these pressures, you dilute your rarity. The world needs you to stand firm in who you are, because your uniqueness is a gift meant to bless others. When you water down your identity, you deprive the world of the full measure of what you were created to give. Being authentic also means embracing your imperfections and vulnerabilities. Rare people understand that perfection is not the goal. Authenticity is the willingness to be real and transparent. That builds trust and deep connections. When you show up as your true self, flaws, struggles, and you invite others to do the same, this kind of authenticity creates a powerful influence that cannot be copied or replaced. Your voice, your perspective, your experiences, they are yours alone. No one else has walked your path or sees the world through your eyes. When you protect your identity, you protect this unique perspective that adds value to conversations, decisions, and relationships. Being authentic means owning your story, your beliefs, and your values without apology. It means refusing to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. In a world that often promotes conformity, your authenticity becomes a radical act of leadership. It sets you apart as someone who is not afraid to be different, because you understand that difference is your destiny. When you honor who you are, you create a space where your influence grows naturally. People are drawn to authenticity because it resonates on a deeper level. They recognize truth when they see it. Remember, the rarest people are those who protect their identity fiercely because they know it is the source of their power. They do not try to be what others want them to be. They embrace who they were made to be. This is what makes them irreplaceable. No one else can bring the same authenticity and originality to the table. To be so rare that no one can replace you. Guard your identity like a treasure. Be bold enough to be different, courageous enough to stand alone if necessary, and humble enough to embrace your true self with all its complexities. When you do this, you not only honor your design, but also inspire others to do the same. Your authenticity is your greatest asset. Protect it, live it, and let it shine without apology. True rarity comes not just from what you do, but from the value you add, value that no one else can offer, to be so rare that you cannot be replaced. You must become a solution, person who brings something unique and indispensable to the lives of others. It is not enough to simply exist or to perform tasks. You must create impact, transform situations, and elevate those around you in ways that only you can. When your presence makes a difference that cannot be duplicated, absence becomes a problem. This is the mark of the irreplaceable. Adding value begins with understanding the needs around you and asking yourself how your unique talents and gifts can meet those needs. It's about going beyond what is expected and delivering what is extraordinary. Rare people don't just do their jobs, they innovate, they inspire, they create new possibilities, they refuse to settle for simply being useful. Instead, they strive to be necessary. This shift in mindset is crucial, because the world rewards those who bring exclusive solutions, those who go the extra mile to improve, build, and serve. When you focus on adding value, you stop worrying about competition, because you are doing something that cannot be easily copied. You develop skills, insights, and experiences that set you apart. This kind of value is built over time through consistency, integrity, and excellence. People recognize and respect those who consistently contribute in meaningful ways, and this respect translates into influence and opportunities. The rare individual becomes the person, the trusted advisor, the key player whose role is essential. Adding value also requires a heart of service. It's not about what you can get, but what you can give. Rare people understand that influence is not wielded for selfish gain, but shared to uplift others. You serve with sincerity and generosity. You build relationships that cannot be easily broken. Your value is multiplied because it is rooted in trust and goodwill. People don't want just skills or talent, they want character and authenticity. These qualities enhance the value you bring and make you truly irreplaceable. Furthermore, adding value means anticipating needs before they are expressed. The rare person is proactive, always looking for ways to solve problems before they become obstacles. This forward-thinking approach demonstrates leadership and vision. It shows that you are not just reacting to circumstances, but shaping them. When you consistently bring solutions, you become indispensable because others rely on your insight and initiative. It's important to recognize that adding value is not limited to professional skills or achievement. Your attitude, your mindset, and your ability to inspire others are also valuable contributions. Rare people lift the spirits of those around them. They create environments where people feel motivated and supported. This kind of emotional and relational value is often overlooked, but is a powerful way to distinguish yourself as irreplaceable. When you commit to adding value in every area of your life, you build a legacy that outlasts any role or title. Your influence extends beyond immediate results to impact the lives and futures of many. This is the essence of being rare. Your contributions become woven into the fabric of your community, your organization, your family, and the world. People remember and honor those who have made a lasting difference. And this remembrance is the highest form of irreplaceability. To add value that cannot be replaced. Cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement. Never be satisfied with the status quo. Seek knowledge, develop new skills, and remain adaptable. The world is constantly changing, and rarity demands that you evolve with it while staying true to your core purpose. This balance between growth and authenticity is what creates enduring value in the final analysis. Adding value is a choice, a commitment to make your life count beyond yourself. When you choose to be a solution, to serve with excellence, and to invest in others, you become so rare that no one can replace you. This is the power of true value. It makes you indispensable and unforgettable. Your life's worth is measured by the value you add. Make it so great that you become irreplaceable. Too many people go through life holding back, saving their talents, dreams, and gifts for a later time that never comes. They are afraid to fully step into their purpose, or they procrastinate, thinking there will be another chance. But to be truly rare, so rare that no one can replace you, you must live with a sense of urgency and intentionality. You must choose to die empty, giving everything inside you before your time on this earth is done. To die empty means to pour out your gifts, your knowledge, your passion, and your influence without reservation. It is a refusal to leave potential undiscovered or unused. The cemetery is filled with treasures, talents, ideas, and dreams that were never fully realized. The greatest loss is not death itself, but the death of potential left buried within a person who never dared to become rare enough. To be remembered, when you hold back, you rob the world of your unique contribution in yourself, of the fulfillment that comes from living out your purpose. Rarity demands that you be courageous enough to give everything you have while you still have time. Living to die empty requires a mindset that values legacy over comfort. It means recognizing that your life is a gift meant to be shared generously. You were created to impact, influence, inspire, and that can only happen when you fully invest yourself in your calling. Too often people settle for safe, comfortable lives that leave no lasting mark, but the rare person is restless. A hunger burns inside to leave the world better than they found it. This hunger drives action and perseverance, even when obstacles arise. To die empty, you must be intentional about how you use your time and talents. Every day becomes an opportunity to advance your purpose and contribute to something greater than yourself. This level of intentionality means setting clear goals, prioritizing what matters most, and refusing to waste energy on distractions or fear. It means saying no to things that do not align with your calling, so you can say yes to the work that will make you irreplaceable. Part of dying empty is also about embracing vulnerability. You must be willing to risk failure, rejection, and criticism, because the cost of playing it safe is far greater. Rare people understand that greatness is born out of risk. They're willing to step out, speak up, and act boldly, even when the outcome is uncertain. This courage to give all you have, even when the path is difficult, separates the irreplaceable from the replaceable. Moreover, living to die empty requires continuous growth. You cannot pour out what you do not cultivate. Rare people commit to lifelong learning, sharpening their skills, expanding their knowledge, and deepening their wisdom. They recognize that their gifts are not static. They must be nurtured and developed to have lasting impact. Commitment to growth ensures that the value they give remains fresh, relevant, and powerful. Dying empty is also about relationships, investing in people and communities. Your influence is multiplied when you pour your life into others, mentoring, encouraging, and empowering them to fulfill their own purpose. This ripple effect creates a legacy that extends far beyond your own lifetime. Rare individuals understand that their life's work is not only about personal achievement, but about lifting others and building a movement of purpose-driven people. When you live with a mindset to die empty, you wake up every day with passion and purpose. You refuse to let fear or procrastination steal your destiny. You understand that time is your most valuable resource and that every moment counts. This urgency fuels focus, determination, and perseverance, enabling you to overcome challenges and stay committed to your unique assignment. In the end, to be so rare that no one can replace you means to live fully, give generously, and leave nothing inside unused or undiscovered. It is the choice to embrace your purpose with boldness and to pour your life out in such a way that your absence is deeply felt. When you die empty, you leave behind a legacy that cannot be forgotten or duplicated. Choose today to live with intention, to give your all, and to become so rare that your life becomes a testament to what it means to be truly irreplaceable.